Hey loves, this is your girl Love. I'm coming at you today with a video for the Love and Hip Hop Reunion Part 2. Now Part 2 was kind of boring to me. I was like, okay, this is just something to watch at 8 o'clock. I actually didn't catch it at 8 because I was doing something else. So I caught it like at 10 o'clock, I think it came on. But it came on 3 times last night. So I hope you guys caught it. I'm gonna kick it off real quick because I don't want this video to be too long. First I'm gonna kick it off with the whole irrelevant ass what's his girl name? Rocky. Okay, Rocky is like super irrelevant to my life. She just doesn't really do anything. She first part she got into it with Mona. And then this part she got into it with Rashida, and Rashida wanted to jump on her, and they was about to fight, but they broke it up. They got into it because Rashida said that she should be ashamed to say she's a Muslim woman because the way she carries herself. But to be honest, the way they all is on the TV show acting, no one should be really talking about how each other act because they all are not acting very religious to me. Even Consequence itself, like, okay, you and Jen supposed to be in this religion, y'all supposed to be so religious, but y'all not carrying yourself as too much of a religious matter. But I don't want to talk about people's religion because to each his own. So I'm gonna skip over all that. But L'Oreal, like I said, I give props to L'Oreal. They had the conversation about her not doing a record with Consequence, about the line about light skin is the right skin, you and your white friend or something like that. But the record was never made. But I do appreciate how she stood up and said, no, I'm not, even though I'm light skinned, I got brown little girls that's my fans, and I don't want them to feel any type of way or to feel like if you're not light skinned, you're not right. So I give her kudos, I give her big props because I really appreciate that. And Yandy being her manager, Yandy also said when she came to her about the situation, she was like, she felt disrespected and she felt some type of way about it. Because she also said, light might be right, but brown is all the way round. And I was like, okay, Miss Yandy, give it to him, serve it. But yes, I really give L'Oreal props and kudos for that. And Consequence wasn't trying to say that light skin is right. But he said if you don't have some type of controversy in your rap lyrics, then it's dull. But he said further on down the lane, he was gonna say something about being brown skinned, and further on down in the rap, he was gonna say something about dark skinned women. But that was just the one portion. But he said he don't change his raps for nobody, and he kind of threw a little shade, and he was like, he's definitely not changing his raps for L'Oreal because really, who is L'Oreal? But I do respect her for standing her ground and not making a song. So kudos to L'Oreal. Let's get into they asked Rich and Joe about the naked pictures that hit the internet. I don't know if you guys seen it. I'm going to try to get the links to the pictures. I don't know if the pictures were took down, but if they weren't took down, I'm gonna put them in the description bar if you want to see them. But to be honest, it's really not nothing to really see because they blanked the bottom half out. But Joe said that it was a picture of him, but his phone was stolen from at a strip club. It was a picture of him, but the picture was tampered with. Nah, I don't know what part. He said in the lower half, which is basically his penis, was tampered with. Now, I don't know if it was tampered with in a good way or it was tampered with in a bad way. Because when I seen the picture, it wasn't that bad. It was like, okay, Joe was working with a little something. But I don't know. And then when it came down to Rich was like, he always had a dumb face. Like, Rich don't never know what's going on. Either he be so drunk and blow, he just don't know, or he just real stupid. Because when it came his time, he like, do we have to answer this question? Like, this is dumb. Like, he always is like that. So Rich said that it was actually him, but his picture was also separated with. The bottom half was not him. Somebody did something to it. But Erica says that it was definitely him. And Erica should know because she was bouncing on that thing. Okay? So, I don't know. I don't know if Erica was trying to throw shade about it. Like, yeah, nigga, that was your little ass dick. But, I don't know. To each his own. To get on Consequence and Jen, once again, Jen is like irrelevant to the show. Like, she really doesn't do anything. She really doesn't add too much to the show. The situation between her and Cons about raising their kid in a certain religion, I don't really have too much to say about that, but you knew that this man was that religion when you was going into it. So he sat on the couch and said, in his religion, whatever the father is, the son shall be raised in. And you knew that going in before you opened your legs, before you got pregnant. So I don't know why you crying about it now. You knew it was popping, so you should just be like, shut up about it. And she got hope. It ain't no hope. He done already said this is what it's gonna be done, and that's it. And then what holiday do you want anyway? Christmas? Really? Christmas is like, you just want to buy toys and stuff. Like, that's all you want to do. It ain't like you want to bring your family all together. You just want the little boy to have toys. Like, that's it. What else? I didn't know Rashida was also raised in as Muslim. And I do feel like, to touch on the subject about the situation between Jen, the pen, and Rocky about her saying she's white, it'll get done. I feel like Cons did let her pass on saying that. Like, I didn't feel that at all. I feel like Cons just let that slide. Like, how could you're a black man, but you allowed your wife to say because she white, it'll get done. So I did see what they were saying about how he let that just go, how he let that shit ride. Cause if I had a black husband and my husband said like, shit, I'm a white man, like, I get shit done, like, I would be like, hold on, you can't say stuff like that because you have a black wife. You know what I'm saying? You have to respect my race, just like I have to respect yours. But whatever. Cons, to me, I don't think he really run his household anyway, because the way Jen be cutting him off when they be in public, I'm surprised she didn't get the Christmas situation popping. So that's how I feel about that. As far as the situation with Erica and Rich and Tiff, first of all, this Tiffany girl, she's stupid. Because I wouldn't have never started sleeping with Erica first off anyway. For some nigga. Like, are you kidding me? Rich is sleeping with both of y'all, matter of fact. And then you gonna play yourself and sleep with Erica just to get some information for Rich, who still is sleeping with both of y'all. Like, are you kidding me? Then at the end, she like Mona asks Rich, is like, what's the relationship between you and Tiff? Are y'all together? He like, she my people. Yeah, she my people. She like, we gonna always be what we are. I'm not going nowhere, and this is my baby. He gonna turn around and say, she my people. And then she looking at him like, oh, I'm your people. And he like, what, now you mad? What was I supposed to say? We about to get married? Like, you dumb. You is playing yourself. And you constantly playing yourself. You just played yourself again on the reunion. Not only did you play yourself on the show, you played yourself on the reunion. And Erica, she, like, even though she the one who did all the dirt, this girl come out on top all the time. Because she done had Tiffany, your girl. She done had Rich, you. She done got a song. She done got money. She done got promotion. She whoring all y'all on one episode. And like, she gonna have another season of Love and Hip Hop to be with Rich again, because you know that's gonna happen. So I felt like the whole situation was stupid. Like, come on, Tiffany. Like, move on. He don't want you. Like, it's done for her. So, in my in the other in my other video on part one, I told y'all that Joe and Consequence was gonna get into a fight, which I didn't understand why, and this is why. Boop, boop, boop. During the show, while the show was airing, a beef was created between them two. It started at Hot 97. Some questions was asked about Joe to Jen and Consequence. And Joe said that they've been going around doing a radio tour, popping off about Joe. So Joe stepped to Consequence and was like, listen, I don't do, no, he say, she say. I don't go around talking about nobody. And I don't do, I hate you behind your back and then I'm smiling you in front of your face. So if you got anything to say to me, say it to me now so we can get it all out in the open. So if you didn't see it, please try to catch it and watch it. I'm gonna try to get the clip of the situation. Because when Joe was talking to Consequence was talking back to him, he looked so shook. Like, he was stuttering. He didn't know really what to say. He kept repeating himself. He was like, look, ain't nobody got no problems. And if you got a problem, then it'll just be a problem. And I ain't really got nothing to say. And if I had something to say, like, Consequence, get your bitch ass out of here. Like, you and your wife been talking shit, been popping hard about this man. And when he finally busted your interview, which was rude as hell of Joe to do, he busted your interview unannounced and confronted you and asked you what did you have to say, and you got the blah, 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 explaining yourself instead of saying what you had to say. And then he walked away, and Joe said, now, I approached you respectfully, and I asked you, did you or your wife, he approached you and your wife. Now, as a man, you couldn't say shit to my wife at all. I don't give a fuck if my wife called you a bitch, hoe, nigga, dog, cat. You couldn't check my wife. But he approached you and your wife and asked respectfully, do you have anything to say about me? And you said nada. And he said, now I have approached you respectfully. Next time I hear something about me come out your mouth that's disrespectful, I'm going to approach you in a different manner. That was it. Nah, I love Joe's attitude because the whole time Joe was super calm. Like, when nobody pumped, Joe was just like, yeah, I said the shit. And they was like, well, was that a threat? Mona was like, well, is that a threat? He asked Consequence. She asked Consequence, did you take it as a threat? And Joe was like, I didn't think I had to explain it. That was apparent. Like, didn't you take it as a threat? Oh, okay, because it was apparent that it was a threat. Like, are you dumb? You didn't know it was a threat? Like, he be popping so hard, but it be so smooth. But during a break, during an interview, I guess they interview in between going on stage at the reunion, Consequence did the hoest shit I have ever seen in life. While Joe was walking in front of him, Consequence punched him twice in the back of the head. What kind of hoe nigga is you to even attack somebody while their back is turned? Like, you's a bitch. Like, and then when they said something about that shit, like, you hit a nigga while his back was turned. Mona was like, why you attack him while his back was turned, though? Don't you think that was kind of some punk shit? And he was like, I took my opportunity. Just like he took his opportunity, I took my opportunity. And y'all can say what y'all want to say about it and feel how y'all want to say about it. Somebody in all his audience was like, you a female for that shit. And he was like, well, you can feel how you want to feel about it. First of all, you a hoe nigga if you hit anybody in the back of the fucking head. You a bitch off rip. You already got hold for letting somebody check your wife. You already got hold, you stuttering while somebody checking you. And then you punch this man in the back of the fucking head. You a hoe for that shit alone. Like, y'all done had beef ample time. Like, this done been recorded for months. You done seen this nigga in the streets by yourself. If you wanted to hit this man, you could have had all opportunity to hit this man. But you gonna wait till you get to a TV show with bodyguards around? You gonna be a hoe about the shit? That's how I really feel like Consequence was a bitch about the shit. Like, you won't sit on the couch and say you ain't scared. Nobody said you was scared. But the point that you had to point that shit out and say that shit that you weren't scared has me thinking in the back of my mind that you was scared. But let me tell you how I appreciate Tahiri. Because Tahiri, when she seen Joe get punched twice, she knocked Consequence in his, she hit Consequence in his face so hard, broke his glasses down. And didn't nobody even peep it till they ran the clip back. And they was like, hold on, Tahiri punched you in the face. And he was like, yeah, but Joe ain't hit me though. Of course not, because you punched him in the back of the head. But big shout outs to Tahiri for sticking up for her man. Because she punched that nigga right in the face. And Jen didn't do nothing. Like, Jen was like, oh, okay, well, she hit him in the face. Oh, well. Let a girl would have hit my husband in the face. I would have been like, oh, you put your hand on my husband. Really? That's how you feel. But that's what I see, that Tahiri and Joe still got their little bond going on. And then the next season, they going to be together. And I hope they work out. Because they're cute together. But Joe's a dog and he going to keep cheating on her any fucking way. So I really don't know what to do. And so that was the gist of that. So I feel like Consequence, he was a hoe about the shit. He was a hoe for hitting him in the back of the head. So I don't know if their beef was going to continue or what. Because Joe was like, we could take it in the green room and throw him up. But that ain't what he wanted to do. And Mona was like breaking up all the fights. Like, Mona, we need a new host. Because I don't like when Mona hosts. Because she be doing the most. Like, she do too much. As far as Yandy and Mendeecees, like, they recapped, like, their whole little adventure of her getting proposed to and Mendeecees going to jail. And it's like, the look on her face was like devastation and like, it broke my heart to see her going through that. And Yandy is such a strong person, and she said she gonna stick it out with her man no matter what. So I really hope everything work out for Yandy, because I really think her and Mendeecees is cute. Like, they have a great family, and I really hope everything work out for the great for them. So that was Love and Hip Hop Part 2. And it was okay. I had a little bit of here and there, but it wasn't that much of a woo. It didn't really give me life, so it was okay. And Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Monday, April 22nd, 8 o'clock, VH1. It's on the poppin'. I will be doing videos on that. I might not do every episode, because every episode might not be like nothing to really talk about. But when some good stuff happen, I might come on here and talk about it or not. I really don't know. But don't forget to rate, comment, like, subscribe. Let me know how you feel about the whole Consequence Joe situation. If you didn't see it, I'm sure they have clips on YouTube. I'm going to try to get a clip down in the description box. Him punching him in the back of the head, and that was some whole shit. But let me know how you feel about it, and I'll see you later. Talk to you later. Why always say I see you later like I can actually see you? But bye, love.